beautiful afternoon for baseball in Southern California. The Mariners and the Angels are coming up next. Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Mariners and the West-leading Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL West matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first two games of this three-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. Matt Shoemaker is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field. Logan Morrison will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for Seattle, first baseman, Logan Morrison.
Go! Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
.2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Here it comes, 2-1. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Waiting next is Austin Jackson. Now the 3-1 pitch. He's going to make him throw him something here. 3-2 now. 3-2, here it is. And this is lined back into center field, and he's on to start the ball game. It's a base hit.
And that is just one heck of an at-bat right there, leading off your half of the first inning. He works the count to 3-2. He lets everybody on the bench see what this guy is featuring, and then he tops it all off by getting on base with a leadoff single. For a table setter, how much better can it get?
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. He waits, now the pitch. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ready now on 1-1. Down low again, it's 2-1.
Right here.
Pause, now the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Two pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. Ibar for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Runner at first here, one man out. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Here's the 1-1 now to Cano. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. A two-run shot here for Robinson Cano. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Nelson Cruz will stand in for the first time, and as you can see, he'll enter play currently 7th in the American League in home runs. First pitch on the way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Come on, Angel.
The 1-1. Now this is on the ground for Pujols over at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Kyle Seager will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Seager will wait on the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Now the 3-0 offering. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here he comes, 3-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Therefore it is Ibar. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. The Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Angel Stadium. It's now 2-0 Seattle. And you get a look there at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Angels, as they'll line up like this. James Paxton will be on the mound to face them, and if he's going to be successful against these hitters, he's going to need to keep the ball down in the strike zone without question. Eric Ibar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Angels, shortstop Eric Ibar.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
2-0 count, the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A 2-1 offering. And this will be fouled away. Now the pitch. Oh, and Ibar swings and misses, and he's set down for out number 1.
Oh, and that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
David Freese will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. Here's the first offering. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. if you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Cut fastball misses 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
2-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 2-2 one more time. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Oh, and he misses it.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on this play was. He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take the trampoline out of his glove.
Mike Trout will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. He's ready. Now the pitch. 2-0 now.
This is where you need to make that error hurt. It's the first inning. You've got a guy on base. You can somehow get him around. That becomes demoralizing to a defense.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now. Looks like the error may be affecting him after all.
You know, I think it is. You go 3-0 to the next guy. Now things are starting to slowly get away from him.
No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Once they fell behind in the counter, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
So first and second with one man gone, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. First pitch coming. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
1 strike to Pujols. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Throw comes back in by Trumbo, and the runner will be forced to hang on at third base.
This is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Cole Calhoun will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Now here's the first pitch, and obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Here comes the 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
1-1 on the way. And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. Here comes a 1-2. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in slow motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, now, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. A dozen home runs, and he's driven in 45. He's set, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, now, let's go.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. Now a bluff here as he'll step off and looking back to third. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
2-1. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. So they load the bases on just 1 hit, but 3 men are left stranded. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. Seattle leads this one 2-0. Mark Trumbo will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First pitch to him. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Here it comes 1-0 to Trumbo. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging on the split finger pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. Got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
And here's the first pitch. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. The next pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-1. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here, just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Mike Zunino will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Comes set, now the pitch. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2. Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here comes a 2-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap there by Trout, but he can't reel it in, if you will. That ball is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year, as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor.
Chris
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
The 1-0 home. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. And no problem there for Ibar as this becomes out number 2.
Yeah, you know, it's not always easy to pick up the baseball in one of these bright, sunny days. But he shades his eyes well, and he puts this one away for the second out.
Logan Morrison will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-0. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Here it comes. Fastball called strike, 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 4-0 Seattle. Chris Iannetta will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Ready with the 2-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here he comes on 2-2. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run, 18 driven in. 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. And the pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Here we go.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Let's go, Angel.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Here we go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Number 8 digs in at the plate.
Come on, Angel.
Now the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Austin Jackson ready to go here as we begin the third. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, second baseman.
Leadoff man gone now for Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And roaming over his Ibar, but he won't get there. A base hit.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Nelson Cruz will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
He's set, now the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Woo! 1-1 pitch on the way. And, oh, he got the glove up in time as this ball drills him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. He's ready now, the pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Here's the 1-1. Oh, this ball's well hit. It's going to split the gap in left center. Around third, Cano on his way to the plate. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up, hack it. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Mariners get one on this swing by Kyle Seager. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Angels nothing. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cano is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the third baseman, David Freese. First pitch on the way. Ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. 3-0 is on the way. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here he comes on 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And you say, give me a break. And that pitch is right there. I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Mike Trout will stand in. He drew a base on balls his first time. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, That's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And Trout has himself a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here. They can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Albert Pujols will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Comes set. Now the pitch. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. First and second now, one man out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. So 1-2 with one away. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Big pitch here, 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And they're in striking distance now. It's down to a 3-run game. Cole Calhoun will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. And here's a ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. He waits. Now the pitch. Chopper, foul. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 0-2 once more. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Pause, now the pitch. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard-hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. The M's lead it 5-2. Seth Smith will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
For the Mariners, the left fielder number 7.
Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in and see if they can't get you some more.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
Now a ball line foul as this is over the Angel dugout. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Joyce is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so he could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 hit.
Mike Zunino will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. First pitch to him. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Ah, and another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Here comes the 2-0. Chopper foul. Now the pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Chris Taylor will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Logan Morrison will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now here's the first pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. To lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First offering on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he pulls the string on another one. He's ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, we already know he didn't like the call, but what does show motion say about it? Yeah, I think he might have a reason to be unhappy, but I tell you, when it's that close, you don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's Matt Joyce now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, number 8.
Number 8 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now here it comes. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Now the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Austin Jackson will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. In there, no balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And Jackson's aboard, a base hit.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Drew Wasinski is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Second baseman Robinson Cano will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Now time called at the plate, as he'll step out and try and start it again. He's set. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1?
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. He goes the other way, as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Therefore, it is Joyce to take it in for the first out. Nelson Cruz will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's a base hit.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Mark Trumbo will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. James Jones will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
And they did have the bunt on right there, so now 0-1. You wonder if they're going to do it again.
From the belt, the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. He's ready. Now the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 0-2 coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
A big pitch here, 1-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Seth Smith will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ball game thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now the first pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 0-1 now to Smith. And this is going to be a foul ball. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. 1 run is scored. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Boy, he comes through with a 2-out, 2-strike RBI. That's a real confidence builder right there, and conversely, that's very deflating if you're out there on the mound.
Mike Zunino will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. One-0 pitch now. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
He's set. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning. The 2-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mariners are on top 6-2. James Jones will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 99, James.
Eric Ibar will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Here it comes. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay there, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Fastball on the outside third of the plate. Look at him just reach those arms out and really drive this thing the other way. It didn't stay fair by much, but if you can steer him near the poles, you don't have to hit him 400.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Now the pitch. That's lined into left. He left that one up. It's a base hit. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll get in there safely.
That man right there is one of the most unlikely guys in the building, besides you, Lions, to wind up with a triple. He was huffing and puffing all the way around, but he sees the opportunity, and give him credit. He's able to make it there safely.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Hammered the other way to deep right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
These guys just keep chipping away. The run scores here on the sac fly. Don't look now, but they're making their way back into this ballgame.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. And he's lucky he's all right.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Here's a 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
The 2-2 coming. Fouled back. Now another 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. C.J. Cron would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mariners lead it 6-4. Chris Taylor will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
Chris Taylor.
First pitch coming. That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
That's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. Managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
Logan Morrison will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 6 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Comes set. Now the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Get the batter out.
1-2. Swinging a ball hit hard to third. Over to first is Priest, and there's 1 out.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Austin Jackson will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. First pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Pickoff move to second. Runner back standing.
Let's keep him right there.
1-0 on the way. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Oh, man. I think that one was more about self-preservation than anything else. This is right back to the box on 1 hop. Hello. But he's able to flag that thing down and make the play. Whew.
Robinson Cano will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Here's the 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now the 1-1 to Cano. Lined hard to center field. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Seattle. They still lead it 6-4. C.J. Cron will strike forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Swing and a rocket to third. And look out at third as that ball took a crazy hop right over his head.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Chris Iannetta will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch coming. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
That's foul.
The 0-2 once more. And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
A runner at first with no outs here. Has a look, now the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon. And this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Get it out of here.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. Under it is Smith as he takes it for route number 2.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Number 8 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Fernando Rodney will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Fernando Rodney.
Number 8 will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
That's wide, 2-0. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. He's set, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Morrison will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Angels leave 1. They trail it here 6-4. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it's the left-hander out of Long Beach State, Cesar Ramos, that gets the call. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Pujols is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the 7th. Kyle Seager will dig in now, 1 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. And the 0-1 is hit on the ground for Ibar. It's short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
How about this out of the bullpen? For feed pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
James Jones will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now here it comes. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes another 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Mariners are down in order. They're up 6-4. Eric Ibar will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the 2-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Once again a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
And let's take a look at the location of that final pitch here on Show Track. And you're going to see that even though he had a home run earlier in this ball game, they decide to come right back after him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through him.
Here's David Freese to stand in, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Mike Trout will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. First pitch to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Now the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Oh, and hold that thought as this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Should result in extra bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Albert Pujols will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Mark Lowe will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Albert Pujols will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. A good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year. The 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, it's pretty obvious to me right here. First base is open following that double. I don't think they have any intention of giving him anything in the strike zone.
over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Come on!
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Full count pitch on its way. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Seth Smith will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
The left fielder, number 7.
First offering on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Here's the 0-1 now to Smith. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ballgame. He's doing the job here.
Now the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Ready now on 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Chris Taylor will dig in. He doubled his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that is going to be a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here comes the 1-0. He's running towards second. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy. The relay throw, and he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Austin Jackson will step in, a ground out victim his last time. And here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They still lead it 6-4. Cole Calhoun will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Charlie Furbush is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Charlie Furbush.
Cole Calhoun will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And that's taken for strike 1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Here it comes. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here comes a 1-2. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And he'll reach to start the inning as this ball gets through him, a base hit.
Boy, do you want a wake-up call as an infielder? How about this one? That's just a duck and cover there.
C.J. Cron will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Tom Wilhelmsen will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. C.J. Cron will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. From the belt, kicks and deals. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. There's one on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
You know what? You just can't ask for much more than this coming out of the bullpen. That's exactly why they turn to him. They get the good matchup, and he comes in and delivers a double play ball to take away some of the pressure.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Now here's the pitch. And here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here comes a 2-2. 2-2 pitch is hit in the air out to left. And Smith will put this one away with ease to retire the side. Angels go quietly there. Score remains steady at 6-4. Robinson Cano will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now pitch on the way. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. Nelson Cruz will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And this is hit well towards the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Kyle Seager will stride in, grounded out his last time through. A swing and the bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, we're going to show you this again in show motion. He does everything he can down there at third base. This is a great effort just to get rid of the ball, but the throw's just too late to get his man at first.
Willie Bloomquist will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The next pitch. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after 2 straight off-speed pitches.
Now the 1-2. A ball hit hard to the left side, and Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Now the first pitch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 home. Now a ball lined hard toward right center, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Willie Bloomquist will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Carson Smith is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Carson Smith.
Matt Joyce will stand in.
Leading off in the bottom of the ninth, left fielder, Matt Joyce.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth.
And up by 2 here in the ninth, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Number 8 will try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. The pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here's the pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Bloomquist is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Everything's going according to plan here in the bottom of the ninth. Just an out away from wrapping this one up.
Eric Ibar with the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, it winds up taking 6 pitchers to get it done, but they do get the victory in the end, and so that's all that matters.